Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Simply Sketchy. And once more, I managed to drag with me my good friend and novelist from Belgium, not France, apparently, uh,
No.
Christopher Everard.
Hello again.
Hello, again. So, we are now going to cover another beastie from your series. Now, what would you call this thing?
Uh,
Ugh.
it is an ogre of my book series, and it's a creature that you encounter on a certain continent, and not everyone, and everyone English, not everywhere else, only a certain part of the world, and yeah, the design when you talk, it says you said it looked cool, and it would be nice to do it in one of your videos. So here it is.
Definitely. I'm liking the idea of this, so I'm gonna give it a good shot. It kind of looks. It definitely has the look that says ogre to me, but it does have some differences too, like cyclopic eye and some other bits and pieces we're gonna see as I continue the sketch. Though,
Yes.
as you are the creator of this beast, please do tell what is it all about.
Well, basically, again, it's a spoiler of the book. So if you're gonna read it, I'm sorry, but I just cannot answer this without spoiling. It's a result of an alchemy attempt to create the perfect being, demon-wise. So the alchemists are basically like the scientist branch of the demon population, and they try to always up themselves, always advance technology wise, genetically wise, and everything, and they try to have the perfect weapon or soldier. It's always like this in a warmonger population or warmonger race. And one of these experiments by the alchemists went wrong, like many others. And this one transformed a human being who are the most fit to experiment on, to transform into an ogre,
Hmm.
basically.
So,
So it's shit went wrong, and voila.
yeah, so once again, demons doing demon stuff with magic science, and whoop-de-doo, here we go, another brute
Basically,
beast. Let's go.
yes. Yes, and the transformation into the ogre persona was extremely painful. Painful, like it basically turned into a goop and tried to reassemble itself into another form, and voila, the result.
And voila, something that not even a mother could love. Or maybe they could, who knows?
Uh,
Do ogres have
yeah.
moms?
Honestly, even I don't know.
Ah, so
I,
creation
I
process, alchemy, leave it at that. Actually, we don't need to know any details about ogre reproduction.
no, it's that the ogre race is not that much present in the book, and I'd say that I never got to talk about that, like how many are there, do they reproduce, do they blah blah blah. It wasn't a necessity in the story to cover that topic, so maybe in the future, but I I don't think so. I don't think they can reproduce, at least not rubby wooey whoop de doo.
Yeah, not the good old-fashioned way.
No, I don't think so.
Oh. So
But maybe like
are
the
they
oak.
numerous or are there a few of them?
Oh no, there are a bunch of them. Like, maybe not millions people, but at least tens of thousands of them. And I'd say that they are enough, at least at one point in the story, to so that the demons say, okay, we lost them. We know we're not going to try to recapture them again.
Hmm. So there's
So
enough.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
enough.
The answer is yes.
Yeah.
And
That's
they even like colonize a part of the normally demon homeland in the region of my universe. So they
actually we covered the spider last time. So
Yeah.
this thing is, I think you said they're able to actually inhabit the same world.
Maybe, but the problem is that there's basically three continents in my world, and they are on one of them. Toward the spider is in on another one, so she would have to cross like a giant motherfucking sea, ocean. So they unfortunately Torwa cannot go there.
No,
So Torwa and the ogre never met.
no. It's everything is in the same world because you do have like interdimensional travel, but is there like
Yeah,
everything in
yeah,
fact on the
we,
same
we
planet?
talk about that with the Phoenix and all. So yeah, yeah, there is a different planet, different dimension, different plane of being, but these ogre are on the basic Earth, so to say.
That's nice. So they're homegrown specimen.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
All right.
I always wanted to have an ogre in my universe, and you know the basic monster, you know, like in the very old fairy tale. Oh,
Yeah.
be nice, or the ogre will eat you, blah blah blah. The basic monster, you know,
Yeah. So
uh,
sort of like
and
the good old-fashioned trolls of Norse mythology and Jotnar. And yeah, this thing definitely looks like it could fit in the world of the Norse mythology at least.
you think so?
Oh, definitely. Like it has what, four arms,
Yeah, forearms.
it has a face on its torso
Yep.
and relatively unintelligent but incredibly powerful. Yeah,
Yeah, we.
this thing would fit right in Jotunheim.
Oh, like the giant, or
Oh yeah.
I don't remember the.
Yeah, the giant is the real word for the giants as they're called. It is Jotne or
Yeah.
Jotun or Jotnar if you want to be weird about it.
Mm.
Uh, Jotne is the common term for like all the trolls, ogres, and the misshapen fiends that are the enemies of the Aesir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
to be honest, I don't have all the reference and
that's all right.
mythology and all in my head for Nordic religion, so to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know that I think it was Odin, by the way, who like wiped them out or something like that.
They weren't wiped out. They were almost wiped out. But yeah, that's that's like the creation story of it. The first ice giant Ymir. Basically, he was man and woman, right side man, left side woman, and every time he clapped his hands, they mated, which resulted in different kinds of malformed monstrosities just pop randomly out of his body. The
Mm.
same with his feet too.
Okay.
Yeah, so
And I think
basically,
Loki is like a descendant of them or something like that.
he is actually he is a in many way a pure-blooded Jotnar. It's just that for the gods, the Jotun could either be incredibly malformed, they could be human-shaped, or they could assume whatever shape they wanted. And Loki was one of the shape changers, but he was also
Okay.
a very human-looking one because he became the blood brother of Odin, and at that point he was considered one of the Aesir until, well, Loki pretty much just lost his shit and became evil.
Yeah. Yeah,
Essentially,
it's
when Loki caused the death of Balder, that's when Loki's fate was sealed.
and that was the start of Ragnarok, I think.
It's what started the process that became Ragnarok.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, all that is to point out that these guys they would fit right in along with the
yeah,
Jotnar.
yeah. But that was the point. Honestly, someone drew something for me when I did like an interview for about autism, and I was explaining almost 10 years ago. I was explaining that I was writing a book and blah blah blah, and I didn't even finish the first one, and it was like a study about autism and like does autistic people really can see people in the eye, or do have a different speech pattern, blah blah blah. So it was a scientific thing, but they published the result in the form of a little comic strip. And for me, they drew me, for example, one time being lost in a city because I have a very bad sense of orientation. But on my mind, I had like like in bande dessinée, I was thinking about an adventurer fighting a monster, blah blah blah. And I thought to myself, yeah, I do lack like a classic monster. Like I have demons, I have dragons, I have blah blah blah. But a very good old monster like. Hansel and Gretel being eaten by a hag or something like that. Very old school monster. And this is why,
Classics.
yeah, a very classic bitch one, yeah. And this is why I wanted to do like an ogre, but with my touch.
Yeah.
And I'm quite happy with the result, especially that they are useful in the story because they represent like. One more thing in the bestiary, but also in the politic and the war and stuff like that, and also showcasing the danger and the power of the alchemists, because I said they were created by alchemy. So yeah, I'm quite happy with the result, and even if you say it has similarities with other IP, for example, Warcraft or Warhammer 40k with the Ogre that you mentioned previously, yeah, it's still they don't have much ogre with two face and one in his belly.
It's actually pretty unique. There are some creatures that have that. I think the Oni got that from Japanese mythology, or at least some depictions.
Possible.
But honestly, though, everyone has something, and this is
Yeah.
yeah, it's a pretty damn cool one. To be honest, I've been kind of looking forward to doing this.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So, anything more you want to cover about them? Like, we did go a little bit
Yeah,
outside.
the intelligence that you said, that was another interesting thing. Well,
Yes.
before we start recording, we always do a bit of chit chat, and you explain, oh, that's cool that
Yeah.
they are stupid, but not completely dumb either. And so yeah,
They have, let's just say, they have an intelligence that ranges above a certain group of political
yeah.
limitations. I
So
guess.
you have to separate the ogres into two groups. One, the big boss, who is named Garfouk. I pronounce it the French way, so yeah. It's I know the pronunciation is a bit weird, but anyway, there's a
It
boss.
sounded like you swore or some shit.
Yeah, I know.
Ah, fuck.
And and there is the other ogre, all the other ones, and the boss is way more intelligent than the other. This is why he's the boss, because he showed to the people, for example, I can do mud out, and he did a mud out. Even if he doesn't use it, he can do it.
He can actually make mud huts. Neat.
Yeah, but he doesn't use it.
I mean, even if you make something, doesn't mean you have to use it. He just
Yeah,
proved that he
yeah.
could, just his style and the rest of it.
Exactly. Even one time they tried to collect water, and the ogre went angry because water keep escaping, and Garfook he keep doing. He said, "Close hands." Now water can't escape. See.
Sense to me, and forget it immediately after.
Uh,
I mean,
but yeah, it's
dumb creatures like this can be really fun in story, but also they can become incredibly scary because one thing I like about stupid creatures in stories is just how simple they are. Because sure, you can outwit them really easily, but when they have reached the limit for how many shits they can give, and when more pressing matters such as hunger or other things happens, they are relentless. Because few things are more scary than a single-minded drive. At least in my
Yeah, and
opinion.
also, even if you said, yeah, they are dumb, blah, blah, blah. Imagine you have a plan to fight them or wipe them out, or I don't know. Imagine something bad happen, where they catch one of your scheme. Eh. Where you have to face like a very angry monster that
Yeah.
can snap you like a twig.
They're dumb. They're dumb, but they're smart enough to know when they've been had.
Well, at least there is the possibility that they understand. You know, like you say, "Oh, please turn your back." Why? Because blah blah blah. Mm. And you know that there is a small silence. Like, will he notice or did he not?
Oh, yeah. Low intelligence doesn't mean that it's easy to deal with. And suddenly, when Mr. Ogre gets incredibly hungry, he might just think, you look like snack.
Yeah. For this one, they are like some other monster. You know, they don't need food, but they can eat it and appreciate it.
Ah.
For example, this one don't need like a digestive system. Let's give it at that.
I mean, where would it fit? I mean, somewhere in here, maybe? Maybe right here?
Yeah, the food goes in but never goes out.
So they got a perfect metabolism.
For something like that, yeah. The gastric acid is that potent. I think
Okay.
if you threw a boulder in there, it will chew it, and nothing. Good
Okay,
snack.
question.
Crunchy.
Can they vomit? Can the stomach vomit like stomach acids?
They don't have that ability, but I'm sure that in some circumstance they technically can, but it's not like a special ability that they have and use regularly.
Okay, I was about to say, what if you punched him really hard in the stomach? Yeah,
Well,
that's
you
would
will
punch him in
spill
the.
their guts and stuff like that because they do still have at least the base of a digestive system, but you know they don't have a poop chute and stuff like that. Even you know like the I don't know what to say, what you are drawing, you know, to hide your private parts. The piece of cloth. Anyway,
Yeah, loincloth.
they don't have a dong or anything. It's just that you know the boss used this piece of cloth, you know, like a reminder of his past as a human being, but they have nothing under.
Fair enough. Then, guys, this is PG-13 or whatever child-safe thing, whatever.
But
This video is not for children.
It's another testament that they are dumb, but they are not complete idiot, even though sometimes they do. Like in my books, I explain a scene sometimes when you know they are a bit bored or something, and they walk in circle like ad infinitum, and one time they bump into each other, so they get back a few steps, restart their walk, they bump again, and they start again and again, and it repeats. And sometimes they look like glitchy NPC in video game. Like, why do you still run in the wall? Because I want to go other side. But
Oh, they sit in the back of the of the short bus, eh?
yeah, mommy says I'm special. But the boss is more intelligent than that. Like he can. I think that Bezek will show the original drawing with the bard and stuff. This is the best friend of the boss of the ogre, and sometimes they even do not prank, but he jokes with him. Like the name of the guy is the poet. Like it's his actual name. He is the poet. He doesn't have a name like Richards or James or whatever. And so the boss of the ogre always malpronounce his name. In French, poet, if you remove one letter, it's a pet. Pet in French equal fart. So the ogre always call him pet. So there's a joke, but it's not easy to translate in English. But and one time he say, you know, I always mispronounce your name just to make you laugh. Say, you sneaky. Yeah, so there is some. Never underestimate an ogre, at least in my universe.
Wait, so the leader ogre isn't really that stupid. He has a lot
No,
more.
this one is like 200, 500, 1000% more intelligent than all the other one, and he plays with his role as a dumb person. You know, like
Ah,
a stupid person cannot fake intelligent, but an intelligent one can fake being stupid. So it's a bit like that, but he's still limited. But he have a grasp of some more complex concept that is kin. For example,
interesting.
a house is useful, even though
Yes.
it doesn't use it.
I mean, why would you need a house when you're a nigh invulnerable beast?
Yes, and speaking of beasts, I think I'm not sure because it's been a while since I wrote this book, but I think they are almost 5 meter high, something like that. And then they weigh more than a town or something like that. So yeah, they are very strong.
Hmm. Well, not something you want to meet in a
Chunky.
bad day.
Yeah, chunky boy.
Very chonky. They are all force. And then you
Yeah.
got the leader who actually has a functioning brain. Then they become scary.
Sort of. It honestly, I almost. It was an inspiration, but I try not to stick with it because it was too obvious for people who know. I a bit was inspired by the orcs of Warhammer 40k.
Well, honestly, not one of the worst places to take inspiration from because
Yeah,
the orcs are just cool.
yeah.
And besides,
Oh,
the thing about the orcs in Warhammer is that their entire civilization is based on hype. So
yeah, I see what you mean.
it's like, yeah, we know this happens. Yeah, let's fucking go. Oh yeah, oh let's go. I mean, like everything they do is just how hyped are we for this? If yes, then we do it. But what if it breaks every single rule of what
Of
if it breaks
physics.
yeah, what if it just takes the laws of physics and breaks it? That's because we're hyped enough. We're just that hype.
Yeah. When red go faster.
Exactly. And either black and white makes you hit harder and take more hits. I just don't know. I just don't remember which.
Yeah, I don't remember all of the color thing, but I know that no one ever saw a purple orc.
Yeah, I hear they exist, but I have yet to see one. That's a
I
joke because
think
for
yellow is like more lucky or something like that.
no, blue is lucky, which explains why the Ultramarines are the Mary Sues they are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, at least that's how I'm gonna phrase it. For those not knowing, the purple for orcs is the stealthiest color. So
Yeah,
that's why whenever an orc paints himself a majorly purple, they become invisible.
yeah. Because yes.
Yes, because yes, they have weaponized color theory. That is just
That's
the best. It's one of the
another
best
level
parts.
of autism I never thought we can reach.
Yes. Oh, it is beautiful. Like, despite my opinions of Games Workshop and how they do things, it's their creations are awesome.
Well, they used to be.
Well, they used to be until they started messing up, but the orcs are fortunately still pretty cool. The issue is still with the Games Workshop.
The thing is, I still love Warhammer, but what it was back in the day, like it's you know, maybe you met some music fan that a bit elitist, and technically I'm one of them, who say, "Oh, for this band, I love everything they do until this year or this album. Well, I'm doing the same with Game Workshop. Like, for example, everything they done before the End Times, and I think the End Times it was 2013, 2014, something like that.
Yep.
So before that, I'm okay-ish.
Well, it's
Uh,
kind of like me and Doctor Who and Star Wars. Everything before a certain period of time, for certain reasons, which I won't
yeah,
get too far into
exactly.
here. Uh, Again, Doctor Who doesn't exist anymore. It's just a shitty fanfic for some reason. And Star Wars, well, Star Wars. I think the last movie that came out was Rogue One. If you want to be nice.
I heard they had a project like that. That was kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah, let's be fair. Rogue One, the only movie in in Disney Wars that actually was pretty good. Aside from
I'm okay
that,
with that.
everything is just trash.
Yeah. And to get back on the topic, but still it is on the topic. I Warhammer was a key inspiration of my universe because the thing with Warhammer, and I'm speaking more specifically about Warhammer Battle, so fantasy. The world of Warhammer Fantasy was so rich. Like you had whole civilization, country, politics. It was like one of the richest universe ever created. Honestly, maybe the richest universe ever created in terms of what you can do with it, what is in it, and everything. Like it is. Oh Jesus, it was incredible. So I was so in it at one point when I was a child that I lived for Warhammer basically, and so the orcs, their philosophy, their way of being, their way of thinking, and never underestimate an orc, never think they are just plain stupid, blah blah blah. Yeah, this was one of the inspiration for my ogres.
Yeah. I mean, one of the coolest orcs is one that is serious all the time, at least comparatively serious to orc standards, and that's what Grimgor Ironhide, the one-eyed.
Yeah, that's the black orc. Yeah.
Yep, he is just angry, and he
Yes.
doesn't care, and that's the best part.
That's not my favorite, but yeah, he's one of the most interesting and the most funny also, by the way.
Yeah.
Because when he gets bored, and he gets bored very quickly, he just kills his own tribe.
Oh yeah, it's again, he's sort of like an opposite of Gasgul Mag Uruk Thraka, because that's the orc leader from Warhammer 40k. When he gets bored, he leaves, and then he finds something new to get hyped on about, and just keeps on going there. Grimgor just, nah, you'll suck, and starts killing his own.
Yeah. But it's also when he have no more opponent to fight, because he have something to fight, Grimgor is happy.
Oh yeah, I mean he is the orkiest of the orcs.
Yeah. My favorite was Gorbad Ironclaw. It was the orc who almost wiped out the Empire, and the dwarf, by the way. And I think we don't even know if he's still alive or not. Like he disappeared in a fight, last stand fight in the mountain near the Empire, and never saw again. Like he left a scratch on the capital city of the dwarf, on the door of the dwarf world.
Well,
Which is an impossibility technically. Like you cannot scratch this motherfucking door.
well, let's be fair. Gone in Games Workshop terms means that you're just gonna be used again when there's need of you.
Yeah, but we never saw it again, even in the end time. So maybe he's dead. But it was the fact that the guy, his plan was to conquer. It was not, like Grimgor, who just I want to fight, or what's the other one? Grom the Punch, the big goblin Grom the Punch.
Yeah.
Went to the. He even like conquer a piece of the empire, and he started being lazy. I don't want to move. Now Gorbad, his goal was to wipe out. Like, I want to fight, I want to kill.
Okay.
Fight is fight.
As long as it works, that's what matters for an orc.
Yeah,
Everything else is just secondary.
it
But
was on a DLC of Total War, by the way, Gorbad.
yeah, well, I'm not much of a fan of the CA. Sorry. So
Me
I
neither, but it's a love-hate relationship. It's more hate than love, to be honest. But and
at least you're
sometimes
entertained, I suppose.
yeah, that's it. That's it.
You gotta make some sacrifices sometimes, I guess. Uh, though I do wonder, since we've been on the orcs for a while and also covered a few other mythological creatures, what else inspired their looks, their designs?
To be frank, I just have fun with myself. So would it be funny if they had a face on their belly?
Hmm.
But honestly, it's well, the truth, by the way. But also, I wanted them to be different, and no, not just the basic monster with nothing on it. Like one of the thing I learned when I was writing and even doing convention a lot, because I do convention with my books and receive like feedback of readers and customer and all, is that when you do convention, you see many people doing cosplay, and sometimes the character or the IP is pretty lame or basic or whatever. But the thing is that the design, the character design of creature, monster, everything, that's all that matters. So if you want something to stand out and appear cool to people, it doesn't have to be cool. It has to look cool. You see what I mean?
Yep, the rule of cool, basically.
Yeah, and so I try to make them a bit more unique, and yeah, just experiment. Oh, maybe four hands, maybe just one eye and one eye on the belly with a big mouth, and so yeah, just experiment a bit and have fun with myself.
Look at General Grievous, right? A
Yeah,
cyborg with 2 arms that turns into 4 arms, and he wields a lightsaber in each. That is
yeah, and
pretty freaking cool.
he goes.
Yep. Speaking of a character that
So
shouts.
yeah, honestly, sorry for the bit disappointing answer, but yeah, I just had fun with the
That's
concept art, and
that
I
is
try
not
to.
that is not a disappointing answer. That's kind of what I want to hear. When people like, oh, I designed this thing to be the most generic thing ever. Oh, because they would get me money. No, you're like, I did this because it's fun.
Yeah, but no, it's a bit how to say that, anticlimactic. You know, like I did some research and blah blah blah, and I uncovered the sticky scroll of the depth of the sea, and no, I just have fun.
I mean, and fun is not an anticlimax. Let's be honest.
No, I know, I know, I know.
I wish more people would have fucking fun with what they do, at least in entertainment. So, I will not argue with these results. Look at this thing. Look at this guy. Ain't he just a goober?
Doesn't look cute.
Yeah, you could.
Don't you want to take the cheeks?
Which one?
Which one? Valid.
I mean, he's got
Valid.
4 of them. 6 if you count the ones beneath.
Maybe the on the boobs also. You can also scratch a bit.
That's getting a bit too far for me, but hey, you do you, buddy. I'm not trying to judge you too much.
You said PG-13.
Yeah, but I'm still gonna judge you. Oh yeah. So again,
I'm curious of one thing. You said that. Oh fuck! I almost forgot what I wanted to ask. Yeah, you said that you wish people would have more fun and be interesting or something like that. Like you talk to some creator who didn't have fun, or like is it like a
what I
personal guess?
mean, it's not as well. It is kind of guessing, but I'm gonna be honest. You can see when some people enjoy what they do, right? The passion in it, even if the product itself is subpar, if it's made with enough passion and love for what they do, there's immediately gonna be a increase in quality to something
Yes,
that's just
or at least a feeling. I just wrote a script for a video on my channel about that. That you can pretend something is passionate, but if you have the product in hand at the end, for example, a comic book, a TV show, a video game, whatever, you feel it.
Yeah.
If there is passion or not, you cannot
Here,
fake it.
here's the best example. You know Pacific Rim 1, right? By
Yeah,
Guillermo del Toro?
yeah,
Now take the second movie.
yeah.
There you have the difference. Guillermo del Toro made a passion project, a movie which he loved, and you can feel it. Even if the setting idea of it, it's kind of stupid. Let's be fair,
Yeah.
but it's just so cool.
Yeah, even
Right?
the end, I was not fond, but as you say, you cannot say it's not cool.
Exactly. It is a movie that lives and dies by the rule of cool, and it fucking thrives. And then you look
Yeah.
at Pacific Rim 2, which I'm gonna give it this. Its idea is pretty cool, and the like what they does here and there, but ultimately, it's a movie designed to just be a cash-in sequel. Like, oh, this is a
Yes,
follow-up to
yes.
this, and we're doing this and that. It's kind of like what they did to the.
It's not even true, by the way. It's not even a sequel because, well, technically it is, but
Yeah, but
everything
that's
that made,
yeah.
lacks.
It's kind of like the. It came from the what I like to call the Scourge, the sequel Scourge.
Mm.
It pretty much late 2010s, early 2020s. There was a period when everything suddenly like nostalgic would get a sequel, right? And that shit ended up with just being mediocre, poorly made, infected with fucking diversity, and it resulted in just crap or mediocre stuff.
I forgot that it had diversity. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, the
I just
DEI is gonna die.
remember the wasted potential because it had potential. That's
Yeah,
the worst part of it.
exactly, and that's the crime of the sequel the scourge of sequels.
Yeah.
Basically, you have so many cool ideas, so many good plans that ultimately fall apart. And there are parts there in which the actors are genuinely trying and having fun. Like, you know, the two researchers in the sequel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were pretty much a comedic duo in the first movie, and they still
Yeah.
kind of go there. But there's they try their best, but they just cannot make
Even the
it good.
premise of the beginning, when there is like you have a glimpse of like a black market of Jaeger parts. You know what I
Yep,
mean?
yep.
And this will also be cool. And no.
Yeah, there's so many good ideas, but then again, it is just the abject lack of care by those
Yeah.
making the story, writing it. Just the people in charge don't care,
Yeah.
right? Even though some of the designs are pretty cool, there are so much stuff that just doesn't work. It just falls flat. They don't know what to do
Yeah.
with it, so they just shaft it because they don't know what to do with it.
Yep. So yeah, to get back on topic, definitely my books have passion, or at least I try to be passionate and to, because this is one thing, honestly, and I try not to go too much sideways again, but
On Trim's art check, you think you can do that? I mean, I'm gonna be
believe in
honest.
yourself, Chris. You can do it.
I'm gonna be honest, dude. The only time I haven't gone on like massive tangents, or my guests haven't, has been Yiz.
But the thing is that I'm a fan and a consumer just like you, and as such, I just want a good end product.
Right.
I want that what I buy or what I spend my time on is fun. For example, just before we start the thing, I told you, hey, this movie is cool because blah blah blah, and honestly, it is. By the way, it's the movie Heretic, who I think it was released last year. So I won't tangent about it, but this is a good movie. So I recommend to a friends. So when I write my books, I want the people who read it to have a good time. So of course I have to be passionate. Of course I have to fun in my thing, because the reader, the watcher, the fan, whatever you call it, the customer, he will feel it. You always feel it. You
Yes.
cannot fake passion. You have it or you don't. End of the stories.
Yeah. Like it's in video games, it's in movies, it's in books. People who genuinely care for what they make just make something better. Even if you can find bits and pieces of everything in other things, sometimes that's just a coincidence as well. Like, uh, I can go on that one later, but it's just so goddamn noticeable when something is made for a cash grab, or you think you're going to fulfill some kind of I don't know, checklist and get a bonus on that.
Mm.
Ugh, it's painful. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I
and
think one of the quote I had with the passion video I'm referencing that I will do on my channel, sorry in French again, is that if you do a thing for passion, the quality of it is the goal, or at least the main goal. The profit and the fallout of this project you did, it's a bonus. Of course, you hope to do it good, but the main thing, do it good. If you do it for a cash grab or for, I don't know, like marketing or whatever the fuck, the main thing is the profit and what you get from it, not the quality of what you are doing.
yeah,
It's just let it done, make money. If it's good, bonus, but secondary.
damn
This
right.
is the main difference.
It's kind of like what I'm doing here. Sure, I do art. I do enjoy making this, and doing these videos and recordings are fun. I do get that because these videos are essentially a. I do them for fun. Of course, I will fucking adore everyone who appreciates it, everyone who hires me to make a commission. I'll give it my best, but in the end, I already have a job. I do things for money already, as people do in these societies. Work, come back from work, and then I do this as a form to relax. And that's what it is for me. Of course, if I manage to make money out of this, oh, that would be a bonus. But in the end, I do it because I want to do it. I love chatting with people. I enjoy doing these conversations, and it's also fun to just get in a little bit of drawing practice as well.
Mm.
Hopefully, I've made some improvements. But hey,
Yeah, I see that you packing right now with the production of your videos.
oh, thank God I did.
But back in the day, it was a bit different. Like you had maybe one video per month, maybe less, and now
Mhm.
it's almost like a minimum one a week.
Yes, and that's kind of the thing. It's a good way to force you to do something as well, because I'm gonna be honest. In some situations, it's difficult to find the drive to do something, but you can easily find that if you make the proper ideas, make the proper planning. And
Mm.
thanks to Basic, Robert, you, everyone who's been here, you kind of allow me to get an outlet for the more creative parts. Because again, I'm not
Should
good at.
I tell the audience that you forgot about today?
Oh yeah, definitely. Because I get busy before work, and suddenly it's like, hey, Christopher, like, so you ready for drawing? What? Wait, what? Literally about to jump into my workout overalls and go to the gym. It's like, oh fuck. Oh
And I
lord.
even send my message like two hours in advance or something like that. I don't remember, but
You did, but I was way busy with other things. I'm like,
yeah, and yeah. So the thing is, I watched a movie. The movie is good, and I knew that normally it would interest the stupid Norwegian there, and he answered like 10 minutes before the so-called appointment to make this video. I say, what? Oh, why ready? Ready for what? Dream.
I was kind of hoping to not say that out loud, but thank you for bringing it up. Thank you.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, I I can tell.
Bezek, please make fun of Trim.
You do not have to ask him that. Have you seen these videos? It's just 50% of it is snark direct towards me. And I'm totally innocent, by the way.
I don't believe that.
Shut up. You're my guest.
I know you are as innocent as me, and I know I am not.
God damn it, dude.
By the way, it's funny because I remember an old video that we did together, and the video went out, and I was watching it, but it was the beginning, or I was just starting in, and as I'm watching it, Bezek sent me like a clip or like the time code, or I don't remember, of the Swedish cook Muppet from the Muppet Show on the video I was watching, and I said I didn't get to that part, but yes, it is.
Norwegian, stop calling me Swedish for fuck's sake.
The same.
Alright, okay, fine. I would like to announce officially on Trim's Art Check that a certain country known as Belgium is just France. There you go. Yeah, but that
you are not original. You disappoint me.
Original snark gets original snark. But yeah, so
I have a question for you to get back on the topic, because you said please stay on topic a bit more, but it's serious. Why did you? Because I showed you multiple design of monster and creature of my universe that you could select or have a go at it. Why do you select this one?
Because I like these kinds of monsters. These have been the ones I have in movies, series, stories. These have always been the one that caught my attention the most. Like, sure, dragons are cool. Yeah, sure, spiders are fucking scary. And liches are menacing as hell, but damn cool. But honestly, these here kind of beasts have always been the one getting my interest the most. I don't know if it's like based on how Norse mythology or trolls, right?
Trolls. I was thinking about that.
Yeah, folklore. I was a big fan of that. Norse mythology. So it might have something to do with that because, yeah, skinless abominations are one thing, but these things, they just seem more to them, even though they are just clearly not human. They do semi-look like it. It's weird to describe. These things always get my attention before anything else.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you put that more on the back of your legacy or heritage or cultural history?
Maybe. I just know what I like. Or rather, I know what I like when I see it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I know that you love Eldritch Abomination. That's your soft spot in a way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was curious because I think I remember I sent you like 5 or 6 different things, and you say, "Oh, Ogre, yes, this one, please."
Yeah, because they're just cool. They're I don't know. It's hard to explain. I just really like ogres. These large, kind of fat creatures that go around, but while they look fat, they're not really just fat.
Oh yeah, it's as I said to people who, because I restart. I did not get into an argument about it, but I was be a bit not angry, but try to say no, you're stupid to friend of mine who say, oh, he's just fat, he's not muscular. No, it's just strong man body. That's it. A strong man, it's not like Bruce Lee or Stallone or whatever. Yes, they may look a bit chubby or something, but beneath the chubbiness there is like monster truck muscles.
It's basically pure muscle bulk compared to like sinuous strength, and I don't know, sinuous works more for like menacing and small, but if bulk basically is just, I don't know, in many ways cooler.
It's always something that amazes me, that if you want to go pure strength, you are not like a bodybuilder. You are more like a chubby guy. It's something that still baffles me in my mind. Like
No, it's not.
the,
It's not that. It's well, you have more to burn when you're fat, and also fat people have the more potential of getting stronger, getting bulkier. Like there's this one dude at where I work who is in a he is really good shape, right? He's not a bodybuilder, but he's bulky, right? He's
Hmm.
bulked up, muscly. But I am stronger than that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's though it's a mix of me actually working out, doing muscles, and I'm also pretty big, and big people have a lot of muscle because, well, they're
When
carrying a
you
lot.
say big, you mean like large, like
Yeah,
chunky.
fat.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, fat people are incredibly strong because their muscles
Yeah,
need
yeah,
to be able
that's
to keep the
something I
weight.
learned that fat people are not, well, they are fat, but because they are fat and they have to move the fat, they have at least a bit of muscle, especially in their legs.
Yes. And now, of course, I'm not talking about those things that look like human beanie bags that need a
Yeah,
machine in
no,
order to
don't
function.
talk about that.
I'm talking about the even the morbidly obese people, but if they're able to move by their own force, right?
Yes.
They tend to be stronger than the people who are just skinny.
Or at least they have a base, yeah. My best friend Florian, when we did the RP with him, he even told me that I was one of the best candidates to go actually power bodybuilding,
Yep.
because I'm small but not that small. I'm 1 meter 70, so it's short but not that short. But I have very large shoulder, and yeah, I can go for a power build if I
Yep.
want to.
And I get to hear the same thing, though I'm never going to go out for being like a bulked out Herculean guy, but I'm basically currently working out to become better, smaller, and
Mm.
yeah, currently the roadmap is set within a year. It gets, sorry, bit personal, but no, not really anything to do with it. But point is,
No, but
bulk.
it's the topic that you don't underestimate the people who, or the monster also, that are a bit chubby.
Yeah.
Being chubby doesn't mean they are not strong.
Uh, but it means you can easily outrun them.
That's another thing. Yes.
Let's see. So, these ogres, would they? What do you say would be their alignment? Are they aligned to anyone in special? Are they just on their own, or could they be tricked
Um,
into joining like the bad guy or a villain?
if we have to go like the D&D classic.
I'm talking about these specific one.
Yeah, but you mean like D&D, like loyal, good, neutral, chaotic,
Oh no
this
no.
kind of alignment?
I'm talking about in general these creatures. If you want to use the D&D alignment, you're free to do so. But
Yeah.
essentially, what do you think?
Okay, so I will have a bit basic with D&D. They are chaotic, that's for sure, because they are uncontrollable, and they don't have the concept of law. They don't have a concept of whatever. They don't want to do chaotic stuff, but they will do it just because of the intelligence and clumsiness and stuff like that. There is a scene, for example, when the poet guy come to see his best friend, and he was sure that he wouldn't be able to pick up with a bit of finesse in his finger a small piece of special ham, but like Italian ham or stuff like that, like
Yeah,
what's the name, prosciutto, something like that,
yeah, I
but
get it.
he tried. He had a rough time, but he managed to do it. So they are clumsy by nature, and
Yeah,
yeah, indeed, the scene he came to his friend with a gift and blah blah blah. So this is the scene. But yeah, even him, who is more intelligent and more finesse and stuff like that, he's clumsy. So they will do damage, but they are not evil. Like maybe chaotic neutral, or
mm,
like neutral good, something like that. But because even in the stupidity, they remember at least some kind of impression of souvenir or vague memory of what they went through and what happened to them and what they used to be.
Ah, okay.
So they don't like the demon. Don't like.
Huh. I mean, if I was a regular person and suddenly I would look like this, I wouldn't be happy either.
The entire self was destroyed. It's a bit like the what's the name again? Ceromorphosis of the tentacle monster in D&D, like the
Yeah, the
Illithid. Yeah,
mind
yeah,
players.
yeah. So the whole persona was destroyed, but they are still imprinted with some memory and there is a tiny bit of them left inside somewhere.
Yeah, that's a bit tragic
So
too.
so
But
they are good. But you have to explain to them and remember them and all. But just show them a demon and say yes, bad.
mm. So yeah, these guys have no chance of joining any of the force of like the destructive demonic forces. Then.
At least not on their own.
Okay,
Definitely not. Yeah,
but they could
I'm
be
sure you
tricked.
can trick them if you do a very special and bothersome scheme, but yeah, on their own now, because on the bit spoiler again, on the final big war, the poet opened a portal like in the picture I showed you,
Mm-hmm.
and he arrived with like backup, so you can say that, and a horde of giant ogre, mad and all, went gong bong bonk
Mm.
against the demon. So yeah, they joined the force of good.
Yeah, that's good. So yeah, in D&D terms, more chaotic, neutral than anything else. Just
Something
be
like
them.
that, yeah,
Yeah.
because they stick to their existence and they're part of the world. Again, they are like far away from everything. Like the main continent where everything happened, they are not on this one.
No.
So they are basically in a wasteland.
Okay.
This
Well,
is why that it's practical for them and useful. They don't need food because, well, there is not.
there's no food in the wasteland, and they are basically made to thrive there.
Yeah, just a demon sometimes munch, but yeah.
Yeah, but that's more of a principle thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's a bit snack and bit vengeance.
Yep. Oh, you taste that demon? Yeah. Don't know why I gave him the Cockney accent, but I blame the orc conversation for that.
Yeah, always. Even like the name Garfuk that I picked, I explained why he has this name, and it's a name he chose for himself because when he was turned into an ogre, as I said, this one is more intelligent than the other, and like he has a memory and some intellect and blah blah blah, and he said when I pick an alchemist and I squeeze, he said pooch. So I say I will garfouk because in French that's logic, Beware of the spooch in a way.
That
That's the
made no
signification
sense.
of his name.
Sorry, I didn't catch that properly.
In French, the signification of his name, but in a very basic way
Oh,
of
right.
speaking, is beware of the bonk or the spooch when he
Ah,
squeezes his hand on someone.
that is
Gar,
what Gafuk means.
yeah, gar mean beware, and fook it's like a shortening of an expression that you squish something.
Ah, mind a splash.
Yeah, something like that. Or beware the squeeze, but something like that.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Hmm. I think the English translation of this name could be really fun.
Yeah, I'm sure, but I will have to work on that. Like,
Oh, it'll get there.
bespoke, bespoach, something like that.
Yes. Let's see. Now to work on the
Or
rest of this.
bebonk, that would be good. Bebonk.
Sound like a whole Hololive character. Bebonk. So that sounds like a VTuber name.
Oh, no. Stop with the VTuber reference.
Hey, you're the one who brought up, was it who?
You have no proof.
Because I don't have a recording, bitch.
No, but that's true. You know, you spoke about passion and stuff like that. This is another thing that VTuber have for themselves, that you can feel the passion in them when they stream, or at least the one who are not eaten by the corporation.
Yep. I like those to get out of that one. Never being
Yeah.
a corp. Well, some people
Honestly,
thrive in it, but still.
honestly, I don't know about you, but I don't watch stream. I just watch clip channels sometimes when it's funny. But
I don't have the time for that either, so mostly clips for me as well.
yeah, it's I'm becoming fond of Face Connect, honestly.
I mean, psychopathic, what is it? Fuck it. Schizophrenic rabbit, a lot of other crazies. I mean, what's not to love?
Mm. I have some of Vishojo as well. I like.
Yeah, they're fun
Like
too.
Enya, of course, and Iron Mouse, and what's the other one? Yeah,
Sure.
Matarakan.
Oh yeah, and also there's a lot of the members there who escape one of the worst
Yeah,
corpos.
yes. Niji Sanji, correct?
Yep.
Yeah,
Also, yeah, they're pretty much just the example of the worst.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I even saw what's the name again? The Doki Bird, who was back in the days in another life when we, as we say in
Yeah.
the field that yeah, she's funny as well. But the thing is, again, not to derail too much, is that you can always feel the passion in them when they stream. Like it's, I don't know, there is something wholesome to them. It's harmless fun. It's just funny, cute, and sometimes honestly there's just a diamond of humor in some of the skit they do.
And sometimes it's just completely unhinged, but hey, that's part of the fun.
That's
No,
called Pipa.
well, also Rosa to a certain extent. Let's be fair.
It's been a while since I watched Rosa, to be honest. I
Yeah,
was a bit too busy myself.
that's fair.
I need to check what she does these days.
Rosa
I know
need.
she was busy with Newfound Love, so.
Oh yeah, they basically done a channel merger now, so it's no longer Rosa Codal, it's Mercury Manor.
Okay.
So well, we've been busy with life, work, and other stuff. Rosa got married and then reworked the YouTube channel. It's kind of cool.
Officially married and all.
Officially married and everything.
Damn.
Yeah.
Lucky girl.
Oh yeah. Crazy though. Both
Yeah,
of them.
but. Yeah,
Complementary
both.
insanity. Let's put it like that.
I didn't see the other monster.
Faithfully's nice. I've had her on the channel to do a Simply Sketchy about magical girls. That was fun. That was just fun.
He's also a crazy psychopath, murder, blah blah blah.
I don't want to use those words, but cannibalism was a topic.
Okay, yeah. So both of them should go to Face Connect. Got it.
They think they're too much for Face Connect, let's be fair.
Well, they almost got Kirscher, so.
Yeah, almost. Yeah.
This is another one I like to watch clip of when there is like I follow I think 2 clip channel, but they don't show clip, they like do a compilation, and it's a whole video in of itself, and you can listen or watch all the rambling on the specific topic. And I like Kershaw because she does all the digging on DEI and stuff like that, and bridge.
Yeah.
But you can also, again, you can hear that she doesn't do that for fame or whatever. It's just, again, to protect culture and for passion, and please, can we go back to play video game in peace?
Yeah.
the meme is alive. Like, actually, I just want to play a game.
Yes. Literally, I just wanted to play fucking video games. But if you want the proper continuation of this line of thinking, go to rumble.com, Sultans of Chatelet, and then you'll see what we mean politically. And
Yeah.
if you're uninterested in politics, please stay here.
And if you speak French, I cover a bit about it too, but I'm a bit more tame.
Yeah, and also it's more of a to you though it's more of a culture thing as well. So
Yeah, I'm focused on pop culture.
Yes.
It's not that I don't want to do politics, it's that I'm not comfortable to do actual true politics. Like I like knowledge, I like reference, I like too much to go to politics. But if you talk about pop culture, yes. For this I'm comfortable to talk about.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I was a nerd before I had any fucking involvement in politics. I didn't even know what a freaking communist was until 2016.
Well, I almost relate, almost.
Yeah, of course
But
that's also kind of a failing of the school system. Let's be honest.
Also, yes. But it's a thing, by the way, because you said to me, and I won't say the context because it's a topic I want to tackle with this, and you doing the drawing of my universe and all. It's self-deprecation, and I know I can indulge in it, but Jesus, do I know that I'm better than other people? This is something I start. Well, let me phrase that. Before today and my attitude today that people can hear on the video, I was actually self-deprecating compared to today. And I know I'm still doing that, but I'm still surprised when someone says, stop self-deprecating. Bitch, if you know me 10 years ago, I will give you depression by just hearing myself talk.
Yeah, but then again, those people are a bit boring to listen to as well, and that's why it's better just have fun, talk about things that's fun.
Yeah.
But
the point I was going is that because I have a bit more confidence in myself, I consider myself educated enough, you know what I mean, to talk about pop culture, because I know how a video game is made. Of course, not in 100% details, but enough.
Oh yeah.
Or at least, I know some details. I know what is ZBrush. I know what is rendering. I know what is the concept of tech depth.
You know enough to know when something is good and when something is lacking, and that is just the ability to see quality instead of just eating the slop, which too many people try to feed. And that's that's something that is just not just political, that's generally like pop culture. It is a cultural thing.
And also another thing that I hate in the culture war, because it is a culture war, like I'm not afraid of the term, is that you cannot criticize because you don't know blah blah blah. A small reference, are you aware of the video of the BioWare guy who said like $70 doesn't buy you cruelty or stuff like that?
I'm glad BioWare fall apart.
You know about this or not?
I honestly don't care because BioWare is dead.
Just for the reference. So basically, is the guy who was at the helm of Dragon Age Veilguard, who did a personal video saying, you are cruel and buying a game doesn't give you the right to be cruel to developer, blah, 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 blah. And...
It's like I know. It's like that stream that goes like, "Oh, I'm sitting here busting my ass. You can at least give me $5."
Yeah, it's a bit like that.
You've seen that one, right?
I know.
But this entitled shit.
It's right? The nickname of this girl streamer is the female DSP. By the way.
Basically. Which,
But
oh my god,
just
she's
to
never
get
gonna
to my
die.
point is that no one has to be an expert if someone see an helicopter stuck in a tree. You know that something went wrong.
Yes. Yes, that is very true. When you see a helicopter in a tree, when you see something that isn't supposed to be somewhere, when you see something somewhere it's not supposed to be, it's just basic fucking
Yeah,
common sense. Something, or
exactly.
uh, this is something I've
Yeah.
realized over time. Common sense ain't common.
Yeah, but it's not even common sense. It's yes, I'm not an expert. You know, I hate this guy say, "Oh, sauce, please sauce." Jesus, the sky is blue. How can I give you the source of that? So,
Excuse me, they have the source for that.
I had this experience recently, and oof. And
Oh
this
my
is I talked about you in private. This is the guy who told me I was arrogant and aggressive, and I'm like, no.
fucking boo-hoo.
Anyway, this is yeah. I gain confidence over the years in my books, in my YouTube video, in my ability to speak in public. For example, I'm sure you will agree that I sound way more comfortable. Maybe not my English, but that's another topic. To speak in public in a stream or a video today that when we met. Like
Yes.
I remember the first stream I did with Bezek and you and all with the Sultans. I was scared to death to speak.
A little bit.
So yeah, I gain a bit of confidence, and I know it's not perfect, sure, but yes, when you see the opposition quotation mark, I'm like, fuck them. They are stupid. They don't even know it, and they're full of confidence. And every other stupid people thumbs them up. I'm like,
Yes.
I can at least try to own my knowledge, my culture, my. I saw the helicopter in the tree, motherfuckers.
Yes. You can recognize patterns. You can see what
Yeah,
is true because you have two functioning eyes and at least half a brain to
yeah.
put two and two together. Hey, Chris, what is 2 plus 2?
5.
Oh my fucking god. He made it. He got it, guys. He got it. Wait, what do you mean that's not the right answer, Buzzard? God damn it. Let's be
Uh,
honest. I gotta be honest with you guys. When it comes to math, unless people owes me money, I don't bother about math.
uh, Same, but when I owe people money, I'm doing like a high-end calculation.
Yeah.
I hate owing people. Yeah, I hate that.
Same. I hate when people owe me money. So, whenever money is involved, I make it clear, like, you do know I'm a loan shark, right?
Is that the Norwegian side of you that
Oh no, that's
come
just
up?
me. That's me being a greedy shit.
Now, when people like help me and I owe them, like I make sure to be clear, and because no one ever owe me money.
Nope.
I owe people money. That's the difference.
Oh yeah. But though the worst part is when you do something for someone and they think they have to pay you back for something.
I don't know what you're talking about.
When you just do something nice for someone and be like, "Oh, I need to give you back." So no, don't pay. I gave it as a gift. Fuck's sake.
And I have no idea.
No. Okay. Fair enough. No idea, indeed.
But what about you, Trim? For because this is something I want to be clear to you and also to the audience. If to one day you do something like drawing or writing or whatever, and you invent something, and a friend or someone you know take the time and the effort to make a fan art or spend some time about your shit, be grateful and be happy, because it's not that easy to achieve first, and also it's an act of kindness and appreciation. So be nice. But on your part, what is the hardest thing for you for self-deprecation and trying to gain some confidence in your skill and in what you do?
Self-image, basically. It's
What do you mean by that?
poor self-image is that I don't really see
Oh,
much
okay,
worth
okay.
what I do.
I didn't heard correctly the first time. Sorry. Yeah,
Yes.
you have a poor image of yourself. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. But again, it's nah, not really much worth talking about, to be honest. In my opinion, it's
I disagree.
people rarely see their people, and this goes on to everyone actually views. Everyone who hears this, interested in hearing at least. It's harder to see your own worth when you have a personality that is overly trying to check itself before you check others.
I see what
Overcompensation,
you
right?
mean.
Yeah. A ego that overcompensates in making sure you don't make the mistakes that you criticize others of. And I have a bit of that, though I do make some comments here and there. Again, I'm just human. I make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes every now and then, and that's just how it is. Sometimes you're right in some things, other place you're wrong. There've been several times where it's been in matters where I'm honestly quite knowledgeable, where I've been wrong or where I've just been outright rude, especially at work. Sometimes there
Mm.
are things I know better than other people, but there are points of views which I don't follow quite. So that's why I also try to check myself before I go a bit too far.
Just think about me when I try to bother Bezek. You feel
Yes.
better.
Yeah. Though again, it is. But that is the thing. You know you can make mistakes, but that doesn't mean that everything you do is a mistake. The moral of the story here is do admit that you are right at least as much as you admit that you're wrong about something. Some people, of course, they don't have that check. Other people have too much of it. So it's sort of like how some people are incredibly egotistic and narcissistic. There are the people who cannot see the good that they bring, and they become equally as annoying as the narcissists because everything they do then has to be about building them up because they can't hold themselves up, right?
You mean I'm not 100% sure to follow. You mean that self-deprecation end in more or less the same result, or at least the destructive behavior that being narcissistic?
That and the social consequences of people getting annoyed or tired, or you burn people out. The narcissist,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah. I got it. I got you.
yeah, the narcissist will burn you out from the outside in, right?
Yeah.
While or maybe not completely. Now, what I say, it's completely butchered by just me
No,
being
I
me.
understand. When
Yeah,
you self-deprecate people, well, over time they say, "Bah, yes,
yeah,
yes, he's bad, so I will avoid him." And yeah,
yeah,
I got you. I got you.
yeah. So there are in these examples, so they are extreme. I've met
Not
relatively few people that are this bad, where I actively avoid them because they're just again, there's those kind of people are incapable of seeing anything positive what they do, and every time and the only way they are with you, they just need a constant how to say it? They're very much like a parasitic thing, unintentional in
yeah,
some
it's
cases.
a emotional vampire. Yes,
Yeah, pretty much, and it is that they
you have to lift
drain
them up every time, every time. Yes,
every
I
single
know.
time, right?
I,
And
I was like that
oh yeah, sure.
back in the days.
Again, I've been there myself, which is why I dislike them. Like the things I most of the things I dislike the most about personality traits are things that I either have been myself or things that I can be inclined to be myself, right?
Mm.
So I essentially do that as a more as much as a way to avoid being like that or becoming like that again.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, avoid the more unhealthy parts of life in order to just be more healthy about it. And yeah, Sometimes it's hard.
But
Sometimes I care.
it's a trick question, but don't you think that it can lead to false positivity?
Mm, in some cases, yes.
Okay. I know it was a trick question, but the goal was done to trick you. It was, it's a bit of a sketchy topic that it's an eternal war between being positive and
I mean,
the actual false positivity that some people inflict upon others.
oh yeah,
And in the artistic world, it's always like flirting with the limit. Like,
yeah.
I honestly think that you cannot be an artist if you have never experienced something like truly experienced, like a real, sincere, authentic life experience.
Yeah, I
Because
mean
art is an imitation of the real.
yeah, and it's inspired by real things. And honestly, like take if I'm gonna go for extremes, take Tolkien's work, right? He's
Yeah.
an artist in the term that a novelist is an artist, right? What's the English word? In Norwegian, it's forfatter. You know, people who write books, sagas, stories. What the hell do you call that?
Storyteller?
No. Fuck. I've completely blanked on the word. What the hell?
No problem. Try to describe it. I might
You
help
know
you.
that.
I'm
You
a
know
writer
that.
myself.
You know what? You know
Insult
what?
the meme, Bezek. I'm a writer myself.
You know what Tolkien is and George R. R. Martin.
Linguistic?
No, you know what Tolkien is, what George R. R. Martin thinks he is. Not a novelist,
Um,
isn't it another word for it? Writer,
yes,
author,
a writer.
No, author.
Oh, yes.
Fuck's sake! 1 minute trying to find a fucking word. Jesus Christ! Ooh, that's me. That's the word of trim.
So we go from self-deprecation to try to lash yourself because you forgot a
Oh,
word.
no. That's not self-deprecation. This is just realization that sometimes my brain doesn't work. This is not. That
Hey,
is not. That ain't self-deprecation. That is a real ass analysis.
it's another language. It's normal. I know your English is better than mine, but still, it's you cannot be well. Someone who actually is a master of another language, like, damn, this is complicated.
Well, I won't call myself a master, but I certainly have a decent grasp on it.
Oh,
Honestly, though,
you are full bilingual, no, not me. I uh, I speak English very good, thank you.
oui, yeah.
I know I'm better than others, but I'm not at your level.
You're better than the average French. Let's put it like this. Though, one thing I
This
realized,
is not a compliment.
maybe not, but the point is, I might have a very, I might have a really good accent in English. If I'm going to be honest, yes, I have a really good accent. But what I've also realized is that my phrasing is completely Norwegian.
It's possible.
Yep.
But you have the advantage to practice almost every day at your work, so
Oh yeah.
it definitely helps.
Yes.
But for me, I didn't learn English with school. I learned English with video games and like wanted to know the lyrics of some music I was listening to and stuff like that.
I mean, even I have moments like that. Take for example, undead. I didn't know what that word meant until I
Yeah,
started
we
playing
talked
Warcraft.
about that. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. But
That's
yes, so sorry, people, for the long deviation. But it was something I honestly wanted to talk about because Trim brought it to my attention, and honestly, it's on topic because it how to say that. Being self-deprecating is easy, but it's not that easy to show it when you actually stopped self-deprecating either. I don't
yeah.
know if you understand what I try to mean.
Oh, I think I get it.
Because I take me as an example. I stopped being like that a long time ago, but still people say to me, "Oh, you are a bit self-deprecating." So, really? Damn! Still.
Still.
But it's something that I learned, and I before I was calling you, I was working on a video for my YouTube channel. I do convention, and I learned so much about showcasing your work, being inviting, like being enticing for people to come to your booth and check what you do, blah blah blah. And when I say to people that I meet, because I spot them far away, that I autistic, and I know that they are too, because I have the autistic radar, and they say, "You sure? Really? You are autistic?" Yes. And they say, but oh, okay, you survive in this. I don't have a choice. And also I try, man, I did so much effort to try to be more inviting, try to engage the public, the visitor. Oh damn, it's day and night compared to even just 5 years ago. I remember the first time I did like what's that signing session? Yeah, signing session. I was what's your name? What you want my book? I didn't know how to talk, how to engage, how to giving people a reason to check my stuff. Because if you are on your chair, crouching on your back, like you try to make yourself small and a big bowl of fat, of course people won't go towards you.
You have to make yourself interesting to talk to, and that's kind of what I do, and that's kind of what I do in my job too. It's forcing myself to be a point of notice. They see me, and hell, the result is that a lot of people think that their trips are just better because that I was in them.
I'm not surprised.
Yep.
Especially in your kind of work, which is, if I may, a bit on the luxury side. You have to be, please, ma'am, I'm at your service.
To a extent.
But yeah, to get back on the self-image of an artist, it's complicated because sometimes you have faith in your work and all, but you just don't know how to sell it and how to show that you know that your work is good and blah blah blah. It's marketing, honestly. It's marketing, publicity, promotion. It's an entire branch of work, and this is one of the things that is the hardest in my career, because I'm a self-published author, and I have to write, I have to organize everything outside of the writing of the book. For example, the layout of the book, the illustration, where will I buy the copy of the book, the logistic, organizing when I go to a convention, everything. I need to organize everything. It's almost I'm going in the forest with my axe to chop the tree and make the paper of the book. We are close to that, and but outside of that, you also have to do the promotion, the social network, the blah. Oh damn, it's you were talking about emotion vampire. Damn, this is complicated.
Oh yeah.
This is draining to the extreme, and this is I think the part when people might think some artists are self-deprecating, but they are not. They just don't know how to do the thing outside of the creation process. You know what I mean?
Yeah, to a certain extent.
Yeah. But also, maybe I'm just a dumb autist. That's also a possibility.
Well, you're certainly an artist.
Oh, it's like the South Park episode. Yeah, it makes people artistic.
Yes.
At the end, with the mom, the mom of Cartman who did the painting. No, mom, you are artistic.
I haven't seen South Park in years.
There are good episodes in the recent season, but on topic of South Park, I saw that apparently I'm a bit disappointed in them. They try to double dip, something like that. So basically, they try to have two exclusive contract with two publishing network.
Ah,
Yeah, not good. They got a bit greedy apparently.
I mean, when you're that big, you're bound to make mistakes or bound to shit the bed at sometimes.
Maybe. But I don't know if it was intentional, just being a greedy bastard, or if it's just, a mistake, or maybe they misunderstood the contract, or I don't know.
I have no idea because I am
Yeah, me
nothing.
neither.
I'm not connected to that world at all. All I know is that when
I,
a joke is funny, I laugh.
but I love South Park, so
Yeah.
I would like to think that it was an innocent mistake, but I'm not sure, because I think that's another thing about artists is that at a certain point you are too popular or too rich for your own good.
Yep. That is an unfortunate thing. Though it depends. If do you focus on chasing the money or do you focus on chasing the dream? And that is also why so many other publishers, both in games, movies, series, it's the risk of when an IP never really dies, when an IP never stops. That's kind of the risk.
Mm. I had another good example. It was music, because don't ask me why, but at the moment I'm very much into Motorhead and the story of Lemmy Kilmister. The mustache bassist guy.
Yep.
And he told a reference, no, not a reference, an anecdote about Metallica, because I'm sure everyone knows Metallica. And he said Metallica is a very good band, but they got too popular for their own good.
Yep. And that is very noticeable. And
Yeah.
they become the industry standard and they deserve it.
And
But
I hate that.
honestly, it's
This is why I always prefer Slayer.
not big on Slayer myself, but then again, I'm more of a well, actually, I have many different tastes in music. Just haven't been big on Slayer.
You're not a true metalhead, I know. You're a fake one.
I'm just gonna let that one slide. I'm gonna let
That's true. That's true.
because we're friends. I'm gonna let that one slide.
How many Norwegian black metal band do you listen to?
None, because black metal is.
See? My point.
Eh.
And this is your own culture.
Dude,
this is one of the main parts of your culture.
I get enough screaming in my ear from the people I work with and the people I hang out with. I do not need that shit in my music as well.
Black metal is one of the main exports of your country.
That and salmon. And stupid ideas. Though another thing I wonder, on the topic of that music, where the hell is Camelot on that list?
The band Camelot, the heavy metal.
They're heavy?
Yeah, that's it's not fake metal, but it's not true metal. So it's I'll let that. Okay, this one I can let this one pass. But I prefer this one over other band that I won't name because I don't want to ruin my image of you. Because if I say this one, I like this one. No, Trim, no, please, no.
Yeah, I've always been more a power melody anyway. To me, though,
Simply Sketchy.
What?
There is ginormous good and super good band in power metal, but there is also insufferable one.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying all of it is good, but I generally enjoy more power metal than I dislike.
Yeah. For example, English. Do you like Halloween?
Never heard of them.
Bezek, I feel your pain about Mark Twain. Halloween is like the inventor of power metal.
Sounds like a you problem, not a me problem.
no, that's a you problem.
Uh-huh. I'm not.
What
I'm
will
not
I
the.
do
I'm
with
not.
this
I'm not.
boy?
I'm not the one cringing in pain from that knowledge. Oh, that moment. You know that reminds me. But yes.
Tim, what will I do with you?
Hey, Chris. You want to go back to talking about ogres?
I will ask my ogre to eat you.
So yeah. Speaking of which, I am nearing done with this now. What do you think?
This is the face I make when you say you don't know Halloween.
I've probably heard a song or two of them, but I don't listen to them so much that I
Do
have
you know?
any common
And
knowledge.
this is not off topic. In every one of my book, I I show a playlist like this is the official soundtrack of my books, and there is 2 songs I think of Halloween in my books.
Yeah. Okay.
You should listen to Halloween. It's like Halloween, but instead of an A, it's an O. Halloween.
You know, here's the funny part. This is the point where we really find out that you're artistic, because holy crap.
It's possible.
Yep. That's it.
But,
We struck
the-
we struck this one, boys. Hey, it's not my fault. Hey, to me the classics I grew up with the classics. AC/DC, Iron Maiden, those guys.
Okay. That's okay.
Mhm.
I would prefer others, but this is good enough. ACDC, that's the basic. If you have this one, that's at least you have that.
Oh yeah. Also, good old-fashioned Dio, Ozzy Osbourne,
Mm-hmm.
Black Sabbath. They do a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Again,
That's good.
yeah. I know about the classics, but again, when it goes power metal to me is very very dependent. Like I really like Glory Hammer, but they are very what? They're parody mostly of something else.
No, not parody. But I'm not an expert on this band, but it's a bit like Manowar. It's an image they give to themselves. It's like an act.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool.
In opposition, you have, for example, Hammerfall, who take themselves seriously. That
Yeah. Hammerfall has a few good songs, but not much. Also, they kind of they also did the whole butchering Norse mythology thing.
Well, this is why when I want to listen to music about like Viking and Celtic stuff and this kind of vibe or inspiration, I'm a bit iffy about something like
No.
you go a bit too much into fantasy.
Speaking of which, can I get your eyes on the screen for a moment?
Which one? One on the belly or one on the?
Haha. The one here though is I'm kind of trying to figure out what is the proper brightness, right?
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
would you say this, 70, full brightness?
No, the 65, 70 sounds good.
Yeah, and
Maybe 70. Try 70 if I may be a bit pain in the ass.
you might insist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
And can you add a small effect on the boulder, like he took one of the ground and, like a bit of movement or,
Shouldn't be a problem. Let's see.
Wanna play baseball?
Hey, you know fetch? I like playing fetch. Yeah, this is a really cool creature to draw. I really enjoyed it.
I like the end result, and also it suits your style. By the way, it's
Thank you.
definitely one thing that you could have drawn yourself. Like this is my own concept. It looks a lot like this.
Yeah.
This sticks with you.
Yep. If it's what I usually do, essentially. Again, falls, creases, skin. It's
With monster.
Yeah, an obvious monster, and those are cool. Let's see, there you go. And the background, I'm thinking the whole picture itself like this. Let's see.
The fun fact is that you actually, like, without one speck of detail or information or instruction, picture the environment.
Yeah, well, I did get some hints from the previous picture, but I don't remember much aside from like the
Yeah,
massive.
but still, like, you just saw like a bit of mountain, but mountain can mean a lot of different things. Can mean snow, can mean forest, can mean whatever. But yeah, yeah, it's dirt and rock.
Yep. I mean, also
Rock and
wasteland.
stone.
Yep. Oh, so yeah, actually, with this, I would consider this one done, unless you
Yep.
have anything you would like me to add or talk about else or something. So far.
No, just thanks for your editor for suffering again to another episode of me. I try to be good today, Bezek.
Yeah.
I even give you kisses and everything.
Yes. 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 He'll probably cut that one out. Uh, now I'll do the outro now because I'm starting to run a bit out of time. Sorry, dude.
Oh, no problem.
And with this concluded, I would like to say thank you very much to Christopher Everard for joining me on this journey once again and sharing his awesome creatures with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, where can we find you these days? Where do you lurk? Where do you skulk? Dox
In
yourself.
Belgium.
Yes. Dox
Nah,
yourself.
there is even the name of the city on my books, but that's okay. Like I talk about it all the time, so it's okay. Yeah, it's on YouTube. You put my name, Christopher Everard, and you will find my YouTube channel. And if you type in French "Les Royaumes Démoniaques," you can find my book. They are on Amazon, and I think I will try to get my own little personal shop a bit more like more reference on Google and stuff, so you can find all of that on the internet.
Yes. Very good. And the internet knows all, has all, and it does all, and
Never forget.
yes, and it's very scary at times. However, and if you saw this and you liked what I did, you can find my merch in the link down below. Recently, I've decided to change merch store because one of them started getting annoying, and this one is easier to deal with. So again, link in description down below. Buy yourself a shirt, a mug, whatever, because the entire Simply Sketchy line is there. And of course, if you'd like to commission me to make something for you, well, you can either reach out to me on Twitter at TrimsArtCheck. You can, if you find me on Discord, or you can just click the Ko-fi link down below. Ko-fi link down below. And if you find me lurking around in the Discord, you can just DM me. So no worries, no problem. And of course, a big thank you. Oh, I need to point out, furries cost extra. Anyway, back to the usual. Thank you very much, Robert Renato, for letting me use your music in this video once again. A fantastic musician, a artist of sound, and a purveyor and lover of Fumos and everything cute. Seriously, he's it's kind of funny. My favorite meme is the happy dog standing beside a angry werewolf. Put that one up, Bezic. That is just that is my image of Robert Renato. The guy, his work. And speaking of Bezic, thank you very much for your constant hard work at editing. I pay you, but sometimes I wonder if it's enough. But hey,
Thanks for your suffering.
yes, thank you for dealing with this. And of course, a big thank you to everyone watching this video. If you feel so inclined, a like, a comment, if you feel like it too, maybe a subscription, that is up to you. I do this because I think it's fun, it's entertaining, gives me something to do, and if you enjoy this as well, that makes me even more happy. So, with that, I would like to say thank you everyone once again, and goodbye.
Bye bye.